You won. In fact, we all won. You didn't know you were in a war? You were, and we all were. We were in the megapixel wars. And I'm going to say something that's probably not very popular, but today, megapixels are for marketing. I'm going to go ahead and fill up my cup and we'll talk a little bit more about why this matters to you now. So what do I mean when I say that the megapixel wars are over? What I'm talking about is the fact that you should no longer use the amount of megapixels a camera has as the primary driver for which camera to purchase. Because all modern cameras have more than enough megapixels to get the job done. This was not always true, but it is today. I'm a good testament to this. I'm a portrait photography studio and I print large canvases 50 and sometimes 60 inches long. And my camera has more than enough megapixels to make these look fantastic. In fact, most photographers today don't even print their work. They view it on electronic devices that are not much bigger than social media platforms. So why are we still hearing about megapixels? Well, two reasons come to mind. First, to me, a lack of creativity on marketing in the 35mm format. The idea that you need more than or 50 megapixels in a 35mm format, I have some issues with, and I've spoken about this in previous videos. If you're pushing the 50 megapixel size, why aren't you considering a larger camera? That's a lot of real estate and a lot of resolution. The fact that they can technically do it doesn't mean that it's a good thing for the end user. It's a tour de force for the camera designer. 50 megapixels on a medium format sensor allow bigger pixels, which allow them to function better. This will always be true. More space, better function. No matter how many they can cram on a small sensor. More room is better for the end user, in my opinion. The second reason is the age-old marketing. Bigger is better. We have bigger numbers. We have more megapixels. In today's day and age, I feel that photographers really should consider a lot of other features that modern cameras are coming out with, dealing with, and evolving beyond megapixels. I think we need to stop talking about megapixels and start talking about a lot of the other features that really matter in today's cameras. Today's cameras are incredible devices and they are coming out with some marvelous technology. We're talking about brute force size. Let's get past this. So what's the answer? Well, the answer is really easy. Stop buying megapixels. Right, it's all about the money. You see, the camera manufacturers have created this wonderful circular loop. They think they need more megapixels in their cameras because their marketing tells people that they need more megapixels, thereby creating the desire. Ain't marketing great? So we get this circle of we need more, we need more, we need more. Where did it come from? The camera manufacturers deciding to tell you that you need more. I'm not saying there's no use for larger megapixels, quite the contrary. There are the occasions that they're needed. But as I said before, how many of us need 50 megapixels in a 35mm sensor day in and day out? From what I'm hearing, and I understand camera manufacturers are dealing with a shrinking market, and I can understand that they have to do whatever they can to sell units. But if they listen to their market, the photographers, professional photographers, I really think that there's a lot of other features to focus on, as I said earlier, that are far more important than megapixels. This really just needs to get out of the discussion at this point. There are a couple of actual negatives to having more megapixels than you need. One, if you've tried to edit these files, these massive files, you will see that you need more storage and more computer capacity. Well, I'm kind of surprised that the camera manufacturers haven't yet come out with specialized editing computers that are Canon or Nikon or Sony editing computers. Tongue in cheek, don't anybody get upset, I understand. The second thing is that when you cram more and more megapixels on a small sensor, you need more and more resolving power in your lenses to actually be able to see them. So you need more, better, more expensive glass. Oh, wait, the That would be good for the camera manufacturers. You see where I'm going. You understand where I'm going here. We have a double-edged sword. Yes, technology is wonderful. I love the capabilities of modern cameras, but they just are dancing off into the sunset to some degree with price and capability beyond what people who are shooting for digital formats even come close to needing. I mean, how many of us are printing billboards out on the highway? And don't even get me started on 8K video. I'm not a Luddite. And I've got to tell you, this is not really even a rant video. I realize it may sound like that, and I can be really sarcastic in case you haven't noticed. But I really care about photographers being successful. And photographers spending themselves into the poorhouse over features that are marginally beneficial is not a way that they're going to be successful. I hope you've gotten a lot out of this video. I hope you enjoy my channel. If you do, I hope you would consider like, and if you haven't, a subscription. Until the next video, cheers.